Hello and welcome to Breakthrough.
Okay, good to have you back. Good to be back with y'all.
Yeah, hey Sister Joan. We're here for our, I guess, season 2. I don't know what we'll call it. We'll call it season 2, session 2 of Breakthrough, and it looks a little different. And we're excited to be here in this new model. And this is going to be kind of a hybrid recap / going forward conversation between us here about our
Right,
first 5 episodes. And yeah.
right. Because if everyone remembers, or if you were able to take the time to watch the first 5 sessions of Breakthrough, where we interviewed various people on some of the topics that we as a congregation, as the family of Joseph here in Brentwood, are trying to live into. Um, they were a little longer
Yeah.
in scope, and which people appreciated, and which Christian found challenging to edit all the good conversation.
Yeah.
But we decided, Christian's idea to go with this platform now.
Yeah, so a good challenge, but a challenge. And, the original design of Breakthrough, so we're going to this is a little bit of an inside baseball episode here, but the original idea was like your traditional talk show style and saying, okay, what could that look like? And it was really exciting and something that we may go back to eventually. But it took a lot more prep and work. But then as we release the episodes, and this is the beautiful way the Spirit works with anything in a creative endeavor, is you release something and you immediately kind of give it up for adoption in a sense with the viewers and the listeners. And then you take the feedback and you have a dialogue. And we got a lot of really great responses from people that, were across the spectrum of different perspectives of styles of viewing and listening. And we took all that information in and realized that switching to a weekly, shorter style would be more beneficial to the general way that people want to engage with this. So we're going to try this out here, make it a little bit easier on ourselves, you and I, but then also make it a little bit more topical. Because those episodes too, just so people know, we shot all the in-studio stuff in the summer. And then a lot of those interviews were all pre-taped or, kind of pieced together, which is great, but we weren't able to be as topical. And a lot of the viewers want us to be more topical.
Yeah, and topical in the moment too,
Yeah,
as
right,
as
exactly.
things are happening and unfolding.
Yep.
And I think what kind of solidified this movement into this new phase of production is that we went out. Both of us went out to Southampton area because our friends, the Shinnecock people, were really trying to protect a beech tree from being harmed and actually taken down or killed off because of some power of gas lines going in that would just service a very small number of people, and it didn't necessarily have to go in that space. So when we were out there, and we joined them in prayer for Grandmother Beach, and just a PS that the next day the work stopped. So never underestimate the power of prayer. We said, this is great. We could be out finding out what's happening around neighbors and then bring it to the fore so more people are aware of it.
Yeah, with a quicker turnaround too. Like that was New Year's, the day after New Year's, I believe, right? Or 2 days.
Yeah. I think we came back January 2. Yeah.
Right after New Year's, and so if we were doing it in the previous model, that would have been something where we had to kind of sit there and go, all right, how do we schedule this? How do we do this? But now in this model, we say, all right, let's turn the cameras on and let's make sure we share this and speak to this. And if we have some images or some extra material, we'll share that too. But yeah, just to kind of have opportunity for more breakthroughs, more engagement with everybody, because like I said, we got a lot of viewers, a lot of great feedback, people that want to be in more community and communion with this breakthrough experience. So we're going to hold you to it weekly here.
Yeah. Oh, that's
we're doing it. We're going to do it.
Put it on. And that can be somewhat of a challenge. The in the moment and the quick turnaround. But just for everyone to know that we're always going to be looking at things through the lens of our charism, that whole sense of unity, that whole call to mission to be active and inclusive in our love, to not separate ourselves from anybody, and to listen to as many perspectives as possible, because that is important.
Yeah. we both here are just coming off the heels of releasing the 5th episode of the previous series aspect of Breakthrough about From Here to Haiti, which was a really wonderful experience. But I want to throw a question to you, Sister Joan.
Sure.
What was your favorite experience of the first 5 episodes and embarking on this breakthrough journey?
You just want one?
Yeah, right. What was your breakthrough?
I think just connecting with people and listening to their perspective, and putting that whole, grounding spirituality, and how it moves them towards action, and actions for justice, and the diversity of people, and whether it was grounding us in our spirituality and justice, whether it was, taking on the issues of racism, white privilege, racial, interior oppression, repression, the LGBTQ community, and then just good people out there responding to the needs, such as, the catastrophic earthquake of Haiti. It's just being in alignment with people, and knowing that, this is what we're called to, and we're doing that, but to connect with others who are out there doing it as well. How about yourself?
Yeah, same. And then I'll say, to diversify the answer, I guess, I really love the experience of when people engage with something that you created. The conversations I had with people after the release of an episode, or the way that people responded, were then their own breakthroughs in of themselves, which I thought was so exciting. And so I just feel like that's such a cool experience that is really special. So many people were eager to reach out, or bump into us here and just say, hey, I was thinking about this, and it made me think about that. And so I felt that then it kind of gave us a second gift, in a sense. We had the gift of doing it together and being part of that, but then the gift of experiencing it with other people and having that. But then to give one moment, the LGBT episode with Jason, that was a kind of an audible at the line of scrimmage, so to speak, because we had this great opportunity. So to do a cool, like, live style one was really, it's a little rough around the edges in some ways, but that was really special. And I'm really grateful that we got to do that.
So it was, even in the first phase of Breakthrough, we had a different kind of look in there as well with the live episode. But just go back to what you were saying about, the conversations that were happening. And I think, this is, of so many things, that Breakthrough can be an impetus to move people into conversation, to talk with each other, and not just talk to each other, but to listen. And I don't have to tell you that today's world, the rhetoric is still so divisive. But let me share with you, my thinking on this, and you listen and try to understand it, and then, you give me yours, and then I can listen, and then we could agree to disagree or stretch, each other's thinking. But we want to get people talking in a respectful manner, where they're heard and understood, because that's how we grow together.
Amen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so we're really excited to be here now. And so, and like you said, things are so polarized right now too. And so that's another reason why we really want to be more honest about the timeframes of things, because we're entering into it's going to be a while, 2024. It's an election year. And not that we're, a politically aimed show, but there's going to be a lot of folks hungry for breakthroughs in their own journey, who are, I know for myself, I'm preparing myself for the experience of going through this year. And so hopefully this space and this platform can be an area where you can engage with your spiritual life and the justice in a way that feels responsible, not polarizing, where you can be in alignment and grow. And that's, we want to be with that, be that with you. So
right.
Jump in.
Yeah, and how do we all grow into be our best selves, which in turn makes it good for anyone that we encounter, right?
Yeah. And so that's it for today. We're keeping it pretty simple, and each week will be relatively simple. And so we are really grateful for this space, and I'm grateful for you, Sister Joan, for signing up to this. wild idea a year ago when I came up to you and I said, "Hey, you want to do this?" I don't think you realize what you're signed up for.
That's okay. We'll
But
take
it's
it.
been fun, and we'll see what happens next. All right.
Yeah, and we look forward to engaging in the conversation. So let's keep it going.
All right. Awesome. All right. We'll see you all next week.
Okay, great. Have a good one.